One take. This is NBA One Take featuring your true Pretty Boy Lakers. This is NBA One Take for your head. NBA One Take for your brain. Coming to you live from Red Hook, New York. This is NBA One Take, November 20th, 2023. For me, it's 3 games on the docket as well as an NFL game. But let me get to the NBA so far. So, my Lakers, in a good game, defeating the Houston Rockets in a real good game. And it was LeBron going at Dillon Brooks, the villain Dillon Brooks. Dillon Brooks. He was going at him, ladies and gentlemen. He had, as he was talking to, even pumping himself up, pumping himself up. So LeBron was ready for this. LeBron was ready. And then guess what LeBron did? He dropped a 37 and 8 on this young boy. Youngin. Old man Bron. Still doing it at the age of 40. Old man Bron. You hear me? So man Bron there, baby. So he had 37 and 8. Anthony Davis had a decent night with 27 and 10. And my man Austin Reeves off the bench scored 17. And for the Houston Rockets, Dillon Brooks had 24. Alperen Sengun was really playing well with 23 and 10. And Fred VanVleet had 15 points and 16 assists, notably for the Rockets. This is a good win for us. The Rockets, they go 6-5 in the season, surprisingly, so far. But this is a good win. Like I said, we need all our wins. We can. I don't want to be in this playing situation. I want to be in the top 4 going in. I want to be strong. I'm not going to be going into details and playing tournament situations. I think that's going to be extra for me to refine it. And I'll just talk mainly about just a brief recap on the games, and that's about it. I think the playing things, that's something that you need a podcast for. And right now, I don't even have a podcast. I mean, I could have been on some podcasts, but to do that, that's not one take thing for me. My thing is one take, right? I got the games off the dome. I already got the stats thing. I watched it for 3 hours, 9 hours of work. If I do, if not, 2 hours. 2 hours with commercials. So it is what it is. But I'm not going to be talking too much about playing because I think that just kind of it limits details, because there's games that it's real strategic, point differential, things like that. So I ain't going to be talking about that. Just going forward. So the next game of the night was a classic game between the Utah Jazz and the Phoenix Suns, and double overtime with Kevin Durant and Lauri Markkanen really putting on some great performances. But for the Suns, they pulled out a big win here, where Kevin Durant almost triple-double, 39, 10, and 8. Devin Booker finished with 26. Eric Gordon finished with 20. And Yusuf Nurkic had 18 and 12 for the Suns. Suns right now, 7-6 on the season, above 500. Getting Booker back. Trying to really acclimate him as well. Beal's still out. We really want to see some Bradley Beal. We want to see how that combination of these guys are going to work. But for the Jazz, they took a tough loss here, man. 4-9 this season. Not what the players expect. Players really expect to make it to the playoffs as hot of a season, beginning of the season they had last year. Now it's the opposite. And, Lauri Markkanen, like I said, he had a great game. 38 and 17. Jordan Clarkson with 22. John Collins had 15 and 12. THT with 20. And Colin Sexton had 18 off the bench. Struggle for Utah. Real struggle for them. And they got to really figure things out. And the last NBA game of the night is the Boston Celtics getting a coastal win over the Memphis Grizzlies. Boston, one of the best teams in the league, go 11-2, while Memphis 3-10. Not expecting that, even without John Morant. But it was a decent night. Tatum didn't really play too well. He had 20 and 9. Porzingis was really bright spot, 26 and 8. And Sam Howell off the bench had 15. Listen, they was just dominant on both ends. The Celtics, for the Grizzlies, it was Bane had 30 and 8 rebounds. Santi Aldama really was a bright spot here. He had 28 and 12, really stretching them out, but they had to respect him. That's why he was hitting a lot of wide open jump shots. And Jerry Jackson Jr. finished with 17 and 8, notably for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies is a reclamation project. And people are talking about possibly, even when Ja come out, they're going to do load management to try to get themselves the number one pick. This is what I'm hearing. This is what I'm hearing. So we will see. We will see about that. Now let me get to my 49ers. We get a blowout. We beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 27-14. It was good. It was a good win for my 49ers. Like I said, we going back on track. 7-3 on the season. And the Bucs go 4-6 in the season. But like I said, my 49ers got the hiccup, those 3 games in a row. Now, we going to come back. We're going to start steamrolling. We're going to get it rolling. But for 49ers, Brock Purdy, he had 333 yards with 3 touchdowns, still looking efficient. Christian McCaffrey had 103 yards and a touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 156 yards and a touchdown. George Kittle with 89 yards and a touchdown. Eric Armstead had a sack. Chase Young, my man, just got on tape. He got a sack. And Nick Bosa also recovered the sack as well for my 49ers, man. I'm telling you, that defense, we crushing them. For the Tampa Bay, Baker Mayfield, 246 yards, 1 touchdown with 2 interceptions. Rashad White had 1 touchdown. Yaya Darby had 2 sacks. Mike Evans had 43 yards and a touchdown, notably. Devontae David had 1 sack. And Vita V also had a sack for the Tampa Bay Bucs. Tampa Bay is in one of the worst divisions in the league. The AFC South, the NFC South is terrible. It's god awful because we're gonna have most likely a sub 500 team represent, and it's sad. It's sad. Even though they added 1 team to the playoff, it's sad. This is just horrible. But yeah, that's how it is. But this is NBA One Take. It's Pretty Boy Laker, and I'm out.